Welcome to your Fast Track to 7. My name is Alex Larson. Well, 2 people are hurt this morning after a crash in Roseau County last night. Minnesota State Patrol says 36-year-old Rocky Hashi was heading eastbound on 340th Street when the vehicle he was driving lost control and left the roadway just after 7:30 p.m. Both Hashi and his passenger, 58-year-old Joseph Stish, are suffering non-life-threatening injuries because of that crash. State Patrol says alcohol was a factor. And also new for you this morning, a burst underground pipe at the Meadows Rehab Center on South University Drive in Fargo has resulted in major flooding inside of the building. It happened just before 2 this morning. Officials are working to remove all of that water, but it's not clear right now how long that's going to take. According to the building administrator, this is the second time in 2 weeks they've had an issue with the water main. The water line to the sprinklers has been turned off, but water to residents will be kept on. Staff at the Meadows say there's no danger to anyone inside of the building. The Otter Tail County Sheriff's Office says a motorcyclist is dead after being involved in a crash just before 5:15 last night in Dunn Township, Minnesota. The initial crash report says the driver was wearing a helmet and other protective equipment like a jacket and gloves. Alcohol is not believed to be a factor. And another motorcyclist is seriously hurt after hitting another vehicle at the intersection of 32nd Avenue South and County Road 5 in Grand Forks. The North Dakota Highway Patrol says the crash happened just before 8:30 on Saturday night. The crash report says the motorcyclist, now identified as 35-year-old Nicholas Minsky of East Grand Forks, ended up hitting a Pontiac after the Pontiac slowed at the stop sign and continued through the intersection. Charges are being considered for the driver of that vehicle. 3 out of the 4 people in the Pontiac are suffering minor injuries. The crash remains under investigation by Highway Patrol. A 55-year-old man from Winnipeg is now being identified after he suffers non-life-threatening injuries after the semi-truck he was in rolled over on I-29 South close to Fargo. That crash happened just after 2 a.m. yesterday. The North Dakota Highway Patrol says 23-year-old Sukhvir Singh of Winnipeg was driving the truck and mistook the shoulder for the 13th Avenue South exit and then drove off the road. After entering the ditch, the truck's trailer caused the semi-truck to overturn onto its side. The driver of the semi-truck was not injured. The passenger, identified as 55-year-old Kuldip Singh, was taken to Sanford with non-life-threatening injuries. The U.S. House Agriculture Committee completed their markup on their farm bill and passed it along party lines a couple weeks ago. Recently, there's been some movement on the Senate side, too. Senator John Hoeven says the framework for the bill is a lot like the one that passed through the House Agriculture Committee. Hoeven says Senate members think the House version is good and just needs to get across the House floor. But he also believes there's more work to do.
If we can get Chairman Stabenow to work with us on the framework that we've laid down now in the Senate and essentially the bill that's in the House, we can get to something that we can pass on a bipartisan basis. But that's the key right now, is that she addresses those things that we've laid out as absolute priorities for our farmers and ranchers that have to be in the Farm Bill in order for it to pass.
Hoeven says he's hopeful that this can get done soon. However, he says it's not going to be by the September deadline, more likely by year's end. He says if they can't get to that deadline, they're going to have to pass another extension. Turning our attention to the weather now on this first alert weather day we got on our hands. First of 2. Let's send things on over to meteorologist Lisa Green for a check of our forecast. Good morning, Lisa.
Good morning. Yes, we want you to be prepared for the potential for severe storms and also some very heavy rain that could lead to some flash flooding overnight tonight and carrying on into Tuesday. So looking at our severe risk, again, timing is today and tomorrow, but specifically into the evening hours, overnight and into Tuesday morning is our best threat for severe weather. So taking a look, you can see that we've got areas in green and yellow indicating green marginal level 1 risk, yellow indicating a slight level 2 risk. So it's a little bit more elevated in areas in yellow, and that includes more places in the southern valley here for tonight. But everybody has a risk for storms that could turn severe. And in some of our strongest severe storms, here's what we're looking at: the potential for hail up to golf ball size and and wind gusts to 70 miles per hour. And again, I want to stress that risk for flooding. We do have a flood watch for many places in the valley. Tornado, low risk, but still something that you have to consider anytime you have severe thunderstorms here. So here's a look at the latest. We've got radar showing some green on the map in the south and east, and a little bit up to the north and west as well. But in general, most of our precipitation and the intense part of this system has skirted by to the south of us with this particular round. You can see those strong storms in southern Minnesota, back into Iowa, and back over toward Nebraska and South Dakota. So this round's moving eastward. It's not again until later tonight that we see the next round push into the southern valley first and then kind of make its way northward and develop overnight too. Here's a look at Fargo. You can see we're a little bit overcast. We're at 60 degrees, the sun trying to shine through. Actually just got an update at the bottom of the hour. We're now at 61. At 55 in Grand Forks, we're looking at 50s across much of the valley, and the wind is a lot lighter here this morning. Taking a look at our hour-by-hour planner, temperatures getting into the 70s this afternoon for Fargo. Not everybody does, especially if you're in one of the areas in the south seeing a little bit more drizzle going on. You'll be more likely in the 60s, and again, wind on the lighter side. So again, a reminder, first alert weather days today and tomorrow. We might have our sleep interrupted tonight. Make sure you have ways to be alerted if a severe storm is developing and heading into your area. Once this clears, I think our quieter day this week will be Wednesday on Juneteenth. And then heading into the summer solstice on Thursday, we'll have a chance for some storms moving in later in the day and Friday. So again, just more active weather ahead in the forecast with some small breaks in between in your extended planner.
Yeah, weather-wise, we're looking at a pretty busy week.
Yes, and it's starting off with a bang today and tomorrow with that threat for severe weather later on.
Started at 100, I guess.
I guess so.
Thank you, Lisa. Well, we've got a traffic alert for drivers in West Fargo today. Starting today, the Center Street underpass south of 7th Avenue Northeast is going to be closed for concrete pavement repair. Drivers can use 9th Street Northeast as a detour route. That work is scheduled to be done by July 1st, pending weather conditions. Drivers in the area are asked to plan accordingly. And another traffic alert for drivers in West Fargo. Starting today, 7th Avenue East is going to be closed to through traffic from 3rd Street East to 9th Street East for utility work by a private contractor. Officials say residents will have access to their homes and driveways during the project, and it's expected to take 4 to 6 weeks pending weather conditions. Drivers can use a detour route on 4th Avenue East from 2nd Street East to 7th Street East. And a traffic alert for drivers up in Grand Forks today. Starting today, University Avenue will be closed at the North 42nd Street intersection. Crews are going to be making repairs to the traffic signals at this intersection, and that's going to cause the traffic signals to come down for a short period of time. Officials say there are going to be various lane closures in the area while crews make the repairs. This project is expected to be done by mid-July, weather permitting. And the 4th annual Roger Maris All-Star Week officially starts up today. All-Star Week will see events at various locations throughout the Fargo-Moorhead area. Big week. Events include free youth sports clinics. Those are going to be happening all week. 100% of funds raised during All-Star Week will stay local and help support Sanford Roger Maris Cancer Center, going right back into the community. An official kickoff event is happening today at the Fargo Park Sports Center at 11 a.m. For more coverage on this event, you can tune on in to Valley News Live Sports with Devin Fry. Valley News Live at 6 and 10 tonight. And tomorrow, you're going to have the chance to become a part of our big VNL Cares Impact Day. This time, we're highlighting the Great Plains Food Bank. You can head on over to our website to watch stories on the many ways they serve our community. And you can donate right now by scanning the QR code up on your screen or by heading on over to valleynewslive.com and clicking on the VNL Cares button on our homepage to make a difference for members of our community. And your mom likely told you to eat your vegetables while growing up. Well, let today serve as a reminder to do just that since it's National Eat Your Vegetables Day. The health benefits to eating veggies are numerous, including to help control blood pressure, lower cholesterol, and lower heart disease risk. You can celebrate by starting off your day by mixing spinach into your eggs for breakfast, enjoying a veggie salad for lunch, and a delicious side of roasted veggies at dinner, or even a veggie smoothie. Why not? The possibilities are endless. Well, the Today Show and CBS Mornings are just about to start, but the Valley Today rolls on. More live up-to-the-minute news and weather coming up right now on the Fargo CW. But if you're heading out the door, we'll catch you back here tomorrow. My name's Alex Larson. Take care.